Good Monday morning, everyone. I hope you had a good weekend. Here on Inspiration for Today, I kind of had a gear shift, you could say. We've done 2 weeks of music in a row, and that usually is, well, up to this point, the most we've ever done. But Friday's show with Carrie Underwood and Vince Gill so moved my heart. I thought that is just wonderful. And then I thought, well, one of the things that makes that special is that Carrie and Vince are so unashamed of their Christian faith. They're out there proclaiming it through music, and that gets to many, many people, millions. And I thought it might be really interesting to spend one more week just talking about major stars, you could say, from the world's perspective, who are not ashamed of their faith. And therefore, as they sing, they're impacting millions. I hope you enjoy it. I think I have a couple surprises, as well as some really, really moving videos. And I feel that way about the one today. And I'm sure you know this person is a strong Christian sister in the Lord. And her name is Dolly Parton. When I was younger, I didn't see it that way necessarily, but she has been just an awesome rock of the faith in so many different ways. One thing she did, so openly declaring of the gospel in a couple of movies on CBS, the biggest one, Coat of Many Colors. If you have not seen Coat of Many Colors, Google it, find it. I'm sure it's on some streaming platform. And if it's a couple bucks, pay it. So worth it. It's the story of Dolly's early life with her mom being played by Jennifer Nettles of Sugarland. It's just so moving to see how she was raised and what a Christian home she came from. And then when she started making millions, she built a theme park called Dollywood in Tennessee. Have you ever been there? Well, I have. And it is the most moral, pure, Christian-oriented park, major park, that I've ever been to and will ever go to, most likely. I'm so proud of her for building such a wonderful place. So that was phenomenal. But on, and she has sung songs of the faith, of course, and made gospel albums and that. But I love the fact that she, whenever she is on public TV, she is willing to share about Jesus. Well, that's certainly the case of this particular song that we're going to watch. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. I wish everyone was familiar with it. It's really an Easter song, a song that should be sung on Easter Sunday morning. This particular recording is a little older. It was filmed on October, well, actually, yeah, October 9th, 1989. It was called He is Alive. He is Alive. It was just a phenomenal rendition. And I just challenge you, if you can watch the whole thing without tears coming to your eyes, I don't think you can. So listen to the words, be blessed as she tells the Easter story. Enjoy.
Thank Thank you very much. I feel very honored to get to sing this song on the show tonight. And as Mama would say, I hope you get a blessing out of it. The gates and doors were barred and all the windows fastened down. I spent the night in sleeplessness and rose at every sound. Half in hopeless sorrow and half in fear the day would find the soldiers breaking through to drag us all away. And just before the sunrise I heard something at the wall. The gate began to rattle and a voice began to call. So I hurried to the window, looked down into the streets, expecting swords and torches and the sound of soldiers' feet. But there was no one there but Mary, so I went down to let her in. John stood there beside me as she told me where she'd been. She said they've moved him in the night and none of us knows where. The stone's been rolled away and now his body isn't there. So we both ran toward the garden and John ran on ahead. We found the stone and empty tomb just the way that Mary said. But the winding sheet they wrapped him in was just an empty shell. And how or where they'd taken him was more than I could tell. Oh, but something strange had happened there, just what I did not know. John believed a miracle, but I just turned to go. Circumstance and speculation couldn't lift me very high, 'cause I'd seen them crucify him and I saw him die. Back inside the house again, the guilt and anguish came, and everything I'd promised him just added to my shame. When at last it came to choices, I denied I knew his name. And even if he was alive, it wouldn't be the same. Then suddenly the air was filled with a strange and sweet perfume. The light that came from everywhere drove shadows from the room. And Jesus stood before me with his arms held open wide. Then I fell down on my knees and I just clung to him and cried. Then he raised me to my feet, and as I looked into his eyes, the love was shining out from him like sunlight from the skies. Guilt and my confusion disappeared in sweet release, and every fear I'd ever had